I guess I could end the live stream. Ooh, you know what? This is weird. You know, I'm sitting here. Of course, we're live, folks, but I'm gonna have a quick intervention here, real quick, while I'm looking at this. I never noticed this, but my little timer's going, and it's only set for an hour.
Hmm?
I wonder why that is. I don't think I've ever noticed that.
I've never seen that.
It's
I've never
like it's like the
paid
time
attention.
is clicking down as the stream is going, but it's only showing to be up for an hour. Like I couldn't go over an hour. I don't
Maybe they
know.
put, maybe they put a cap on the show now.
It's probably been there since 10 years ago, and I've just now bothered to look at something that's been there forever. But at this point, who cares? I see a lot of folks are hopping in here. I see a lot of folks probably jetting right back out too. They're probably like, hell with this. But anyway, let's see who we got going. Look, we got the 60-watt guy here. I don't think I've seen him around for a while. We got,
60 watts?
we got the vaping. We got the vaping Fagan over here tonight. Look at that
God
shit.
damn.
He decided to join us. I did see further up Marvin Norton's actually here on time tonight. That is so hard to believe that he's here. Because, with the time change, I'm sure his nurse has definitely got his shit all messed up. So, let's see, Kid Bass. I see a lot of folks. Hitman that hadn't vaped in probably 15 years. He's still watching these shows. I think his sole purpose is strictly to hate on folks that like Apple products. That's the only reason why he comes over here. And Marvin wants us to start the show up. He can't stand that the curtains are down right now. I see Ed Barkley, Brian. All right. Y'all know what time it is.
Yep.
Smoothest
2 a.m.
transition for the longest running piece of shit show in the world. This show, I'm going to dedicate this show to Marvin because it's a totally shit show, and that's what Marvin is. So here we go, folks. What's going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 430. Yes, if you can tell on the screen, we are a man short again. I think Mike is he's trying to be polite right now, but I think he's done with this shit. He doesn't want any more to do with this show. And the politest way that he could put things tonight was, I never want to be on that dumbass show again. And that was about as polite as it could be. So there you go, folks. It's down to 2 men left on here. Probably in a few more weeks, Mark will have the keys to this channel and just be live streaming over here, and I won't even be here anymore. So anyway, I hope everybody's having themselves a good Tuesday, a good different Tuesday, since it's looks like midnight outside right now. So
Oh,
I'm getting, man, it's tough getting used to a time change for some reason this year. I don't know if it's because we still got like summertime weather outside and it's dark right now. The weather's gone crazy. Everything's gone crazy in this world. So, I mean, why not the weather go crazy along with it? But anyway, before we get to talking about all that good shit, because we got tons to talk about tonight, I'm certain Mark is dying over there to show off all his little goodies. So take it away, Mark.
bum, 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 bum. Same fucking thing for the
Oh,
past
God.
12 years. We got some other stuff over here, but I doubt anyone cares about it. Pod systems. We're vaping on this because I'm finally out of my whatchamacallit, whatever it's called, Castle Long. So we got
Got
some of
Castle
that.
Rock.
Castle Rock, Castle Long.
Mm-hmm.
We're sipping on a Dunkin' Donuts 40 ounce. And I think that's it. Take it away, Mike Vapes.
All right. Well, you know me, just doing the old boxer thing right there. The checks are getting smaller and smaller. I can tell you, things are drying up around here. So, when the checks dry up, things start not showing up on the camera as much either. But that and just, the typical old pod system laying around, all that good shit. Got a glass of water over here. Got some cat brushes.
Mm.
Just all kind of crazy. all kind of different shit. If y'all could see this desk right now, like all y'all get to see is this level right about there. If y'all could dip down maybe about, I'd say about 10 more inches, y'all be like, holy shit, how can you sit there with all that crap on your desk? It's
Rolling
just
his
what it's
own
come to.
cigarettes.
Yep, I got packs of cigarettes. I got ashtrays overflowing over here. It's just a total mess. But got Rubinoff in here. Got George Jones, the singer. He decided to stop in over here because he loves following this show. But and Hitman's just going to town. He got the green light to start talking shit about Apple, so he is definitely on his way. But and we got Cheryl. Cheryl's probably the only one that actually kind of cares about this show. Everybody else is just here to mingle with each other, talk some trash, and then probably hit the road. But
Probably just go live and just turn the camera off and not even bother talking and just let them hang out and chat.
yep, hell yeah. I see Billy's over here. Billy Lee. We got
Alan Osborne.
Mr. Osborne. I believe Alan is the grandfather to Ozzy. I'm
It
guessing.
looks like George Washington a little bit.
He does resemble it just a little bit, but it's hard to see these small little pictures, so I don't know. But got Neil coming in strong over here. We got Terry over here.
Cheryl, you're too old to be late.
Yeah, it's still early, young lady. But yeah. So what's good going on in the fine world of oh, let me say this real quick or I'll forget it. I did order some auto parts tonight, and just in case that y'all haven't been like keeping up with the auto parts store, you know, there's still parts to be had. If you need something for the car or anything like that, just go check out Brad's Auto Parts. He's always got a full line of fine automotive parts. So, got TJ just dropped in. What's going on, TJ? Got Bachelor, the second biggest piece of shit in vaping. Well, he's just a piece of shit. He doesn't even vape anymore. What else we got? Ed says, Mark, tell about his new gift he got. What new gift did you just get?
Oh,
got?
my DC sent me I don't know if he's trying to tell me something, but I was always wondering about these Manscaped lawnmower things.
Oh my god. Hold on. DC sent you a used one?
I'm pretty sure he used it a few times, but
And please tell me you're not gonna use it
no,
yourself.
it wasn't used.
Oh, okay.
But even if it was used, I probably would.
Lord,
I'm certain it
man.
wasn't, unless he bought it used and just rewrapped it. I don't know, but it feels new. It works. I haven't got an STD from it yet, so we're good.
I'm kind of curious, and maybe I'm just out of touch with the times, but why would a grown man send another man a shaver for his balls?
Dude, the package he sent me before had S&M shit in it, like dildos. Had the thing where you put the ball in your mouth, but none of it fit me. It was all like toddler size stuff.
Oh, he had a gag
Whole
ball
box
sent
of
to
shit.
you.
Yeah, he sent me a whole box of shit.
Okay.
So I'm assuming he's into some pretty freaky shit, and he just sends me the hand me downs.
Lord. DC, if you're in here tonight, speak up real quick. We'd like to have a little chat with you about some of the shit that you're into and sending across country, but
I feel like I got something in my nose.
oh man.
Don't you hate that when you feel like you got something in your nose and you don't want to pick it,
Yeah.
but you're like,
I
I think it's
won't
just air.
I won't hesitate. I just go ahead and start picking and grabbing and doing whatever it is to get it out. McMod guy says, I buy you straight razors often. Damn. That's probably
I use straight razor.
that probably will get you in some trouble right there, especially if you're shaving with it and you got like little sensitive skin there or something.
I'm too shaky to use a straight razor.
I'm almost at a point now in my life because I've done it for so long. I'm tired of shaving now too. I'm like at a point where I mean I want to keep the clean cut, but I want somebody else to do it. I don't want to do it. I need to.
That's
I need
you
to
got money like Ginger. You can go to the barber every other day.
see. I wish I knew a good barber that that wouldn't charge me an arm and a leg, and I could go in there and get this shit done without me having to do it. Because my eyesight's starting to get not on the so much better side. I actually, it's starting to get probably bad as Mark says, where I'm seeing like little, I don't know, little holes I'm looking through or some shit. But it's getting to the point where I'm almost going to have somebody do it, or I'm liable to cut my throat trying to do the shit myself. So, but
When your goatee starts getting crooked, then you know your shit's like,
dude,
yep, I can't do it no more.
this is where, because I know it's hard to believe this, because ever since really I've been doing the internet, y'all, I've been bald. But there was a point in time I did have a full head of hair before it just went all away. But I don't
Well,
know.
are you naturally bald or no?
No, 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 no. So if I could let the hair grow, I'd have one of those Larry things going on
Oh,
where
okay,
it's
okay.
just the chunk around the back. The top would still be slick as the dome. But I don't see what I'd like to do if I don't know if it's more trouble having to go get your hair cut all the time or just shaving shit.
I, I went to the one barber by my old house. To the shave is nice, but it's such a, especially if you're getting your head shaved, because they straight razor your head and your face, and it's such a fucking, it's a process.
Yeah.
And plus, you got to find the right guy, because some people they don't, they won't use shaving cream. Some people use like heated shaving cream, and I had one guy who just did it with straight water, and I'm like, holy fuck, thought he'd
Yeah.
peel my skin off.
I get it's just kind of depends on, like, I keep a full beard a lot of the times, and a lot of times I go to the goatee. A lot of times if you see the goatee but you've seen me with a full beard forever, it means that while I was trimming the beard up, something tragic happened that I couldn't correct, and I got so pissed that I said, okay, time to go back to a goatee. Now that I'm back in the goatee, now I've been this way probably a couple weeks, I'm kind of comfortable being back in that, and it's just easier to shave where I don't have to, like,
You
keep
gotta like sculpt it and everything
yeah,
else.
because I get tired of all that crap too. Because here's the bad thing in life: I've got a big fat face, and I don't have like the perfect jawline to do, like, to keep straight lines. I've got to look at something and kind of create my own thing, and then after a while, it's like, oh my god, this is looking crazy, and I can't do this shit anymore.
It's too
But
much of a fucking hassle.
it is. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Anyway,
Oh, why did YouTube block my? I said shaving tomorrow and it didn't post it. That's weird. Is
YouTube's
shaving
always,
a
they're
word?
always doing some crazy shit. Uh, what did Golfer say a minute ago? He says ST has gotten tired of walking across the estate to get his beard cut now. I wish that's all it was, but I don't know.
I'm just excited. I'm over 60 and still not one great. I don't believe that for the slightest.
Well, I can tell you this. I'm not 60, and I've had gray since I was in probably my late 20s, early 30s. So I guess I just peaked too soon with my
Did you
shit.
wear a hat all the time? Is that why you went bald on top?
I did younger, but I think it was going to happen. So when I was in high school, I really had a full head of hair. But my senior year, I had one like about that big, a little patch started kind of
Oh,
like fading away. And it was like, oh shit, here we go. And then over time, it just started kind of getting real light up on the top. But
yep. I had that. It's exactly how mine started.
so then it just gets to a point. I had it to a point though before I went fully bald. I had quite a bit of hair on the sides and in the back. I used to be able to wear a hat, and I had a full beard that you would have to actually see me take the hat off to know that I was bald on top, because it looked like I had enough hair that it was just like all there. But and then one day I came home and I said, you know what? I'm going to try this shit. I got the clippers out. I clipped off what hair was there, got a razor out, shaved the head down. And it scared the hell out of me because I was like, I just made the biggest mistake and I can't correct this shit now. I've got to go like this. And man, I went into work like the next day, and I swear to God, people barely even noticed what I had done. I'm like, well, hell, this is, I don't know.
My grandmother always told me when I was a kid, she's like, don't always wear a hat. You're going to go bald. You're going to go bald. I'm like, I ain't going to go bald from wearing a hat because I wear a hat 24/7.
Yep.
And sure enough, I started to go bald on top.
Yep. So, Homie Tube says, ST, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this show. I know we're sitting here talking about shaving and, hair loss and all that. This is not what y'all came for. Y'all came to hear the meat and potatoes about vaping right now and where we're at with things and the latest and greatest products that are out on the market. Well, you've come to the right place because we've got every bit of it sitting right here in front of us. So, I guess put on your seatbelt and here we go, folks. So first off, if y'all haven't been able to check this little butte out right here, little Geek Vape pod system, I know that y'all are dying to get your hands on one of these. And yeah,
I got a package from Smoan, and I remember Mike showing this on the show like a week or so ago. The speaker.
There it is.
And I seen this, I'm like, holy shit! And I tried it out. This thing is actually pretty badass. Like they should Smoan should make these fucking things.
Well, they
and like
don't
sell them.
They don't.
I mean, they're probably on Amazon under another name.
Well,
probably.
that's exactly what they are. They just kind of like rebranded for their shit a little bit, but
this thing's loud. Like it's pretty. This thing's pretty sweet. Actually, cooler than the mod is. Sadly enough.
I did notice something last night. And this has been happening for a while, but you see a lot of channels now that have been vaping forever that because for the lack of vaping products being out there and people that still want to stay on YouTube are having to resort to other things to keep their channels going if they want to stay active. But I noticed Tony B, which he does a lot of the skateboards and scooters, all the electric stuff, I noticed he had ordered a guitar a few months back or something, and it came in. Well, apparently he just ordered another one through the same company and put up a video last night. He's into those Kiesels.
Oh, Kiesel.
So, but it's just funny. It's funny to look around. Well, it's not really funny because it's just what's happening right now, but it's just a sign of the times with things. They're just if you got a lack of.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say if you got a lack of things to be able to put out there, and you still want to stay active on YouTube, you're at a point now. At least if you deal with this shit, you're gonna have to go out of your comfort zone and start doing other things on your channel if you want to stay active on YouTube. So.
It's weird that so many vape people are doing like electric bikes, but there's quite a few that are. I mean, there's probably still doing like you got Zophie, you got Jay Hayes, you got Tony B, you got Indoor Smokers, you got that one guy. There's like 6 people that wouldn't. I mean, some of them still do vape stuff, but it just like what is it about the electric bike and vaping that kind of go together? I don't know.
I don't know necessarily if it's that the two go together. I think that the e-bikes and stuff like that are kind of like
the newest.
Are they hitting their prime right now? Maybe to where they're pretty popular, and it seems like probably a lot of companies out there are starting to get doing their version or something like that. But I do see a lot of that out there now. There was something. That was there. TJ said it. That's exactly what I ordered tonight. I was curious to try one of those, so I've got that coming. One of the Caliburn G3s. Like I don't have it.
Which one's the G3? The one with the adjustable wattage? I forget.
Yeah, that's the one that has the little tiny screen on it that just came out. They came out right about the same time that Explorer one did with the multiple. I wasn't too interested in that one. It kind of really. I don't know. I'm not real big on having multiple juices, and because when I do a pod, I just have normally one juice I'm working with on something. I didn't need all that extra, but the G3 was a little interesting, so I picked one up to see what it's about. But
E-bike is low-hanging fruit to save their channels.
I
Yeah,
don't,
but
I
they don't
don't,
really get the views as opposed like the vape. The vape they got more vape views than they did e-bike. But I guess
yeah,
over time, the better they get at them, the more views they'll get. I guess I don't know.
I don't think it's low hanging fruit. I just think I don't know. I don't know.
You got to find something to do because if vape products are not coming in, and you don't have a pile of cash sitting next to you to buy all the shit,
Yeah.
you got to find something else to do unless you want your channel just to go to complete waste.
And Bill says e-bikes are for old fat people who can't pedal. Well, I need an e-bike then. I need one because I fit that category right there. I don't. Well,
Those
I
fuckers
might
are
be able to pedal.
expensive.
I
They're
might be
very
able to pedal
expensive.
it, but
I want that bike that what's that guy's name? The old guy. I keep forgetting his name. The Arm Vapor or no? What's
yeah, the arm vapor.
the bike he has is awesome.
Oh,
That's
that
definitely
sit
for old
down
people.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he
he's got
takes a
a
shit
sit
ton of
down
money.
one that's got like four wheels on, or no, it's three wheeled or some shit. It's got like the two wheels in front and the one in the back or some shit.
I don't remember. I could have swore he said what he paid for his and his wife's bike, and I'm like, holy fuck, that's expensive.
Yeah, he said, well,
In the thousands and thousands of
that's
dollars.
what those e-bikes cost though.
Yeah, they're expensive. Just for it's a bike with a fucking big old lithium battery on it.
Yeah. Speaking of stuff, for any of y'all that are interested, I know the F-150 was a flop. The Lightning truck, the E vehicle type thing. Ram just did their debut of their new E line of trucks coming out, and
Oh shit.
oh shit, that's the one. If you want something, they've got a Ram. What is it? A Ram Charger truck coming out
Oh wow,
that is
that's
going
gonna
to
be awesome.
be all electric, but it still has a six-cylinder gas motor in it. That the only purpose of that motor is to power the batteries when they start to deplete. And you can, so opposed to you having to pull off somewhere to get a charge,
Oh
it'll
yeah,
it'll charge the batteries.
that's pretty. So is that considered a hybrid then? I wonder. Or
No,
no?
because a hybrid is either gas or electric. This
Oh,
one
okay,
is
okay.
still basically all electric. It's just got a gas motor. So it still takes regular gas to power that motor to charge the battery. But I can tell you this, just after looking at some of the stuff, dude, these trucks easily are going to be pushing 100,000 and over easily.
Holy fucking shit! Who the hell's gonna
So,
buy that during these
dude,
times?
there's all kind of folks dropping money on. I mean, there's
Man,
folks struggling to buy shit now, and then there's folks that are dropping money like there's no tomorrow. So there's some crowd out there that's going to get it, but.
holy shit! Electric cars are for women who can't fill their tanks. Wow.
Hippie says Mark should start a channel called Hobo Life. He would make a great hobo. Hippie, I agree. If Mark could run just a little faster and start hopping these trains like some of these guys do, I would love to see Mark.
I would
I'm.
love to do that.
It would be funny to see you do it because I know the first train you had to start trying to run to get on, you would fall, you would face dive into those
Yep.
rocks trying to get on one. But dude, as soon as that thing got a mile down the road, you would be in tears knowing that you're stuck on that thing and can't
Not
get
knowing where
off
I'm going.
till a few states later, and you have nobody to take care of your ass.
I mean, I know the guys that do these videos on the trains are pretty experienced, but I never understood how the fuck they know what train is going where. That I would never figure out.
For the simple fact that they've been doing it long enough and they know what rail goes to what areas. They're not always certain though, because I still hear them talk like I'm not certain exactly where this train's going to stop or what it's going to do, but they always know the places to get off and get on to start at least trying to get somewhat to the destination they're going. But
And plus, there's a lot of waiting involved, like a lot of waiting. I'm
whole
not
lot of
a
waiting,
waiter.
and that one dude did a whole lot of drinking waiting on trains. So the one that's dead now, but
Yep, he was a drinker. What happened to the fitness channel? That was never me. Sorry, Brian. Fitness channel.
uh Marvin says you two should have a runoff. I know we would all love to watch that. Yeah, that wouldn't be good either right there.
No,
So
I get tired just thinking about it.
I tell you what though, there's only like 3 or 4 of the channels that are dudes that are hobos that I've watched that I've actually liked. I don't really know how many of them there are out there, but it seems to be like in any industry, you've got some well known names. Of course, that one dude is dead, and he was pretty well known with all these guys. The old dude's still alive doing it, and I'm certain he's probably on his last leg. He can't be able to go out there much longer and do
Are you talking about
this.
shoestring?
Yes,
Guy with
shoestring.
got
Shoe,
one finger.
yeah, that dude's getting close to being.
That's what I thought the same thing. I'm like, he's old as shit. But Angela was watching one, and she's like, he's not really that old. Like his hair's gray, but look at his skin. And his dad is still alive. He may not be that old. He may be like your age. Well, maybe that's old. I don't know, but
He's older than me.
you think so?
Oh yeah, he's easily. And I'm not saying this is old, but for doing what this, he's easily 60. But for what he's doing, that's pretty old to still be hopping trains. This dude does it in the dead of winter too. And it's not like he's inside of a train. A lot of times he's riding these grain cars that there's only a little cubby hole on the back that's still open to the elements. And dude is freezing his ass off riding this thing. And the good thing about YouTube is because you can edit videos, so you only think that he's had to do it for a few minutes. Dude, there's hours that train's going that ain't stopping, and when it's that cold outside and that wind's whipping, dude, how much longer can you keep going like that?
When he went to Alaska, he thought he was gonna die because he's sitting there. He's fucking freezing. And he
Yeah.
was out in the middle of nowhere, and he's like, I'm gonna die soon. I think it's too damn cold.
Neil says, "How old are you, ST?" I'm 51. So I don't consider myself old, but I mean, I'm what, over the hill now, but I'm not old. My body feels old,
That's pretty old, Neil. You're old.
but to be at that age doing what he's
Oh yeah.
doing, to me, he's past his prime of like, because dude, these guys are scavenging food. They're carrying around packs full of shit.
Taking baths with gallons of water. And shit in
Yeah.
the
So
parking
I
lot.
mean,
He's got a house. He's got a home that he like.
it's a
I think
little
it's
apartment that he's
yeah.
in. He pays rent for like, he'll pay up to 3 months rent, and then he rolls out that joker, and it's a fully furnished thing. He's got donations and Patreons. He's got folks providing money because they love his content. I think he's got like, he's 100-something thousand subscribers on there, but
Yeah, he does really good
Yeah.
videos.
but
Wasn't
there's another dude I was watching that kind of learned from the master, the dude that's dead now.
Stobe the hobo.
Yes. He was learning from him, and then he started his own channel. Now his video quality is off the chain. His shit's like high definition. And this dude's been all around the world hopping trains now doing shit.
But there's some guys who just get on the train and just hit record and don't say nothing or don't, and all you see is scenery.
Yeah.
But then you got guys like Shoestring who actually get off the train, they talk, they show you shit around the town.
Yeah.
Those are the ones I like. I hate the ones where it's just all about the scenery. Not a big fan.
Those do get kind of old right there. And that's kind of the way that one guy with the high quality footage, that's pretty much how his is. But
I was homeless for a year and it's not easy. All these videos I watch of homeless people, they make it seem like really easy. Like almost like you want to be home. I know it's not easy to be homeless, but like the one guy that travels across country with no money, he makes it seem like it's a breeze.
well, that's what I'm saying. So basically, you're kind of living homeless. On top of you got the element that you're constantly having to watch out for the law because it's against the law what these dudes are doing. Now he'll even say it, and I've heard him, I've seen him on the videos. A lot of these damn train conductors know this dude and don't give two shits that he's riding a freaking train.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not everybody. And if these like yard cops that are, railroad police that are around seeing that shit, they ain't like, oh yeah, you just go ahead and keep doing what you're doing. They're gonna haul your ass in. So
YouTube crazy stuff will eventually be demonetized. The more idiots start doing crazy stuff, government will claim they need to save us.
well, there's a whole lot of crazy shit been going on YouTube since day one. They can't really.
I mean, it is weird if you truly think about it. What he's doing is illegal,
It is.
and he's putting it on YouTube, and YouTube's allowing it. So, but
That's true.
I don't. I could have swore I remember him saying something like, "It's technically like there's no law you're breaking, but
No.
it's." I forgot what it was.
That's bullshit.
There.
If it was legal,
Well, no, it's not legal. He said, but he said there's no law again. I forgot how he put it. I wish I could remember. Probably trespassing, I would assume, or something like that. But
yeah, I don't know the exact term for what law he is breaking, but we know it's against the law, or you wouldn't have, cops out doing that shit.
New York is charging rent to live in a box. I believe that. I seen something. I didn't click on it because it seemed like clickbait, but it said in order to own a car in New York now, you have to pay $8 a day or $10 a day or something. I'm like, what? I'm not clicking on that. I don't believe it. Maybe
What?
for parking.
I remember Ron was telling me that a big reason why he didn't have a car just alone, just for parking. I don't remember.
It's a
want to.
crazy,
It's
crazy
like
price.
$500 or $600 a month to have a parking spot, and I'm like, dude, that's a freaking car note just to be parking a car somewhere.
That's how it is in downtown Chicago. If you live in one of those apartments, whatever, you got to pay shit $600 a month just to park your car there. It's like fuck that.
That's nuts.
Thanks for talking about the lawnmower. I just got a commercial for it. Yeah, that manscaping thing is everywhere.
There you go. There you go. Enjoy that one. I can't control any longer. This is the way it happens. I either turn off monetization to this video and you don't see shit, or I've got it turned on, and me trying to go in and fine tune it is never what YouTube says what they're doing. They're still throwing shit wherever. So I try to click on the least amount of ads that are being turned on, and then I can't even go into the video till the next day and even fine tune it a little bit more. So if you're getting hit with ads right now while you're watching this, on top of people that are watching the replay up until tomorrow, till I can go in and do something, you're kind of stuck with it. Some people's left me messages like, "Oh my God, I can't handle these." Well, I'm sorry, that's the way it is.
That didn't some like prankster on YouTube get shot, or was that a while ago? I remember there's some prankster who would walk up to people and just do stupid pranks. He ended up getting shot.
I'm sure there's probably.
And then the idiot goes back on YouTube and he got so much hate. Ooh, he got so much hate.
Yeah. And speaking of ads, so YouTube has finally done away with ad blocker, and I was talking about this a few weeks ago. And the thing was, it still allowed me to kind of keep doing what I was doing, but last week it finally said, "Okay, this is it. It's no longer allowed. You've clicked too many times, and us having to tell you we don't allow this anymore." So then it got to the point it made me watch the ads, and I'm just like anybody else. I don't want to watch ads. So I'm doing the 3 months of YouTube Premium for free right now, and no ads, no nothing. It's like the best thing in the world, and I'm probably going to be a dumbass and start paying after I have my free little things up. So
Yeah, YouTube's going to come to the point where it's going to be like you're going to want to pay because you're going to have to sit through ads every 5 minutes. regardless if it's a live, a pre-recorded, anything. Even I think if you don't even monetize your videos, I think they still play ads on it.
Yeah.
Mistaken.
It says my ad blocker still works on YouTube. So here's the thing. Even though YouTube was telling me ad blocker was no longer allowed on, it was still allowing me to use it. But then it came up to a point because I've clicked it so many times to say, okay, whatever. It broke it down into 3 last warnings. And I went through those like quick because everybody I watch is monetized. I don't know. I don't think I watch anything other than the body cam shit. That's the only shit that's not monetized that I don't have to watch an ad on. But so if you're not being hit with it now,
You will.
you will, trust me, because I thought the same thing and it finally got me. So it'll get you sooner or later. Don't think that it's not.
Wait, what? You've been paying for ad blocker?
Ad blocker is free. I don't know what you've been paying for, Marvin, but ad blocker is free. Are you sure you don't mean that you're not paying for YouTube Premium?
Unless you're donating to that one to the ad blocker where it pops up every now and then, like, please make a donation.
I don't know.
Like, man, I ain't making no damn donation.
But it just happens. All the people that I watched, dude, they went like the maximum of ads. It was like I'd watch the video for 2 minutes and it was an ad. 2 minutes, I was like, I can't do this shit. I cannot do it. So
yeah, Billy Lee said my ad blocker was blocked for good today. Had to turn it off.
see, it's like they're keeping up with the counts of how many times you keep telling YouTube, okay, I know you're trying to tell me this, but I'm not listening to you. It'll get to a point where it will no longer, it won't even allow you to look at the video until you delete ad blocker off of your computer.
It's like a lot of those news sites where you hop on it and that thing pops up, you got an ad blocker, like either turn off your ad blocker or you're not getting on the site.
Yeah.
I hate those fucking websites. uBlock still works like a charm. I think what it is, it's like every other YouTube feature. It takes a while for it to get around to everyone.
Yeah.
So for those that where it's not they're not affected by it yet. Eventually, you will be affected by it. It's just a matter of time.
Because I did this too before I did this shit. I started trying to research as much as I could to see if there was like some backdoor, some easy way that I could do this without having to go to YouTube Premium. And I could not find a single thing. And I started reading forums, and people were like, "There is nothing out there." So, but I don't know. I got it free up till February, and if I decide that this is the route I want to go, after that I'll start doing something.
Brave browser is free. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, but two, I don't know if I'm wanting to put another damn browser on here. I don't know.
I keep hearing about this Temu thing. What the hell is Temu? Like a Chinese website that sells everything, like
no
clothes and. I've been seeing all these Temu videos.
Damn, we got Jack Me Off in here. What's going on, brother? When I hear Mark's name and fitness in the same sentence, the only relationship I see is Mark Fitness cheeseburger in his mouth. There it is. There it is.
Son of a fucking bitch.
Ginger says, I sent a link to the YouTube ad blocker. I've been using it a few weeks. Works perfectly. I don't know, man. See, here's the thing about this, too. It ain't just for ad blocking, too. There's some other little things in there, and I'm kind of enjoying every bit of this. So they're going to pull you in one way or another.
Like be able to listen to YouTube while your phone is turned off? That's a nice feature. I know Android's going to claim they can already do that, but I don't believe it.
Yeah. I have that. That is a pretty cool thing on there.
Temu is like Wish. Oh, okay. China junk.
Temu is cheap crap. That's what Bill says. Okay.
Ray so ad blocker.
We're 41 minutes into all this interesting shit. Now I know y'all want to hear the good shit about the vape. Hold on. Timu is everybody's like Timu is kind of which okay.
I watched I don't know why. Well, I know I watched it, but I watched the Zophie Vapes video, and she did a video on a Timu package she got with just random shit like clothes, a little like snow globe thingamajigger. I don't know what the hell, and then like some microwave thing. You put just some of the most random shit ever. I'm like, wow, this is not a vape show.
No, late night vape show. This is not a vape show. This is just a show now. We leave the vaping stuff to your show if you're still doing a show. I'm not that I'm just a bad person. I really don't keep up with who's doing what anymore. I mean, I'll just be perfectly honest, like I've been forever on this. I don't watch a whole lot of, I really don't watch anything vaping on YouTube. The only thing vaping I do on YouTube is what I'm sitting here doing now. And sometimes we can go a full night and not even mention vaping. You'll just see us vaping. But yeah, I don't. So I don't know who's doing what anymore.
Let's review Zophie. Zophie's crazy as always.
Is she still doing shit?
She's doing like e-bike. She's just doing like this random stuff. She doesn't do vape stuff anymore, but
I mean, is she still doing that?
yeah.
When's the last time she put a video out?
Oh, I think like yesterday.
Oh, okay.
But she's got like a little. There's like a little hook to her videos. Like when she was trying on the clothes, she's standing there in her panties and her bra, which is like, yeah, I know what you're doing. So.
Yeah, but that wasn't like a pleasant sight, was it?
I mean, it wasn't really much there, but if you're an older guy who's stalking her, you might enjoy it.
You got multiple people saying check your emails.
I did. God damn it! I checked it, didn't I?
Matter of fact, everybody's telling you to check.
Oh yeah, I
your
did.
email.
Yeah. All right, I'll reply back to you late night after the show. Thank you. And Ray, I got your ad blocker link. Thank you.
Marvin says the only vaping shows I watch are Mike and Mark. I can keep up with them and ST2. Dude, they're just, man. Like I've always said, I got to keep up with either Mark or Mike, and kind of chime in when they're holding up newer shit. But if they ain't holding it up, shit. I can't bring nothing to the table because I damn sure don't have it in my hands.
I think at least Mike's videos are still like current. He's still getting good shit.
Yeah.
Which he should. I mean, he does. He puts a lot of work in those videos, gets a lot of views, but a lot of people just kind of went to Disposables because that's all they're getting.
Yeah.
It seemed like China just grabbed a handful of good reviewers and they said, okay, we're going to send to them, and then I think is what happened. Who knows?
And I just got one the other night. Still getting the most random, once in a blue, from a company I've never heard of in my life, asking me if I'm interested in doing a review on a pod system, not a disposable, but a pod system. And I'll say, yeah, sure. Whatever you want to do on it. If you want to send it, yeah. And then it pretty much it just becomes silent. I don't hear shit else from them, and I'm just kind of like, okay, well, whatever then. So I don't know. I don't know if they're looking to hear something like in a response. I'm just like, sure, if that's what y'all want to do.
I love Mark's vape reviews. He's tremendous at reviewing vapes. Robert, I'm not sure if you're being honest, but thank you.
Well, seeing how he copied and pasted it twice there, I don't know.
He just changed the name from Mark to Mike to ST.
Yep.
My disposable videos are the best. Ooh, God, I hope that's a joke.
Marvin says, I've never tried a disposable yet. Pod question. Yes, but I won't waste my time with them.
You're not missing anything, Marvin.
You're not. I will say this because I've reviewed quite a few disposables. It's just like I say in a video. A lot of times what I refer a disposable to, if it was for something that I was going to use, it'd be shit I'd leave in my vehicle. So if something happened to a device, I'm needing a quick fix or a hit off of something, I could pull it out of a glove box and take a hit off of it real quick and just leave it sitting there. Because the thing is, even though most of them are rechargeable now, but at a point in time when these things weren't rechargeable, where you used it, then you chunked it, you could just leave it in the vehicle probably for years before, I don't know, it might get kind of crusty sitting in there and temperature changes. But to me, they're like,
They would have been perfect for when we used to go to the vape expos and had to go on a plane
yep.
because you don't know if you're going to have to toss it or you can hide it. That's when it would have been perfect.
I just wish more companies would have incorporated like straight Nick, like do 12 milligram disposable pods or something, like not all this Nick salt shit.
Yep.
And I don't know, obviously maybe they wouldn't have sold all that well. I don't know. I don't know what if you didn't have a choice in the offering, who knows which direction that would have went in. But pretty much everything that's disposable's got Nick salt in it, and I'm not a big fan of that because I've already been on that ride a couple years ago, and that getting hooked on that shit ain't good.
See, that's my problem, Kevin, with them sometimes. That's why I don't recommend people use them as a main device because, like, he's like, I hope it's not poisonous. The thing is, like, you don't know what's in that juice. You don't know what's inside that thing. China's the one building it, and I'm pretty sure they're not, all about your health. So you have no clue what you're vaping, not the slightest clue.
Yeah.
And what if it's something that, doesn't affect you for the first couple of months, but maybe years down the line, it's like, oh yeah, you got such and such from vaping this weird Chinese material. You don't know. You have no clue.
I will say this with the Nick salt thing. Nick salt to me is kind of scary because as smooth as it was and as quick as I got hooked on the Nick salt shit and was like toking on it like it wasn't about shit, because they're so smooth, you keep hitting and hitting and hitting and hitting. I mean, you don't put it down. And then you realize a few hours later, you're like, oh shit, I've hit this thing way too damn much. But even learning your lesson, the next day you're doing the same damn thing with it. It's like you can't put it down. But then when I started having coughing fits that they were getting bad. And it was like, dude, I got to quit this shit. I can't do this anymore.
Someone said that they were making I could have swore they said 70 milligram
Holy shit.
disposable or 65, or it was over 50. I don't know if it was Ray or someone told me that a week or two ago.
God, like, we're upping the ante even more on this shit.
That's fucking crazy.
And another thing, too, with the Nick salt, well, disposables in general, it's always those funky ass flavors that none of them I can stand. It's true that there's the only disposables that I actually liked that I kind of used here and there and wasn't, just going to town, but it was the Cloud Nerds. Their shit tasted good for some reason. And I never had a problem with those. I did enjoy those. But any of the other ones, they normally have some big funky ass taste or whatever. And there's your boy right there, DC. DC, we need to have a talk about some of the shit you're sending to Mark. I'm getting a little concerned.
I'm doing my video tomorrow, DC, on my ball trimmer.
How's that video going to play out?
I'm not really sure yet, but I'm ready. I'm ready to do it. I got my ball trimmer charged up, ready to roll. I'm gonna claim that in the video it was sent to me used by someone. Someone used it, they didn't like it, so they sent it over.
Yep. So the thing is, if you do a video, are you going to try to reach out to the company and make it look like that they were sponsoring you to do it, so they actually will sponsor you and you'll get little shit?
That's a great thing because I swear people do that. They claim that the video was sponsored just so other companies would start sponsoring that, when in reality they either got it or whatever.
Dude, it's funny because a lot of the people I watch, if they really are reaching out to all these channels, dude, they don't give a shit what you doing on your channel. they want to somehow incorporate that into your video. And because there's people from one end of the spectrum to the other of the people that I watch on YouTube, and it seems like all these guys have been contacted by this company to open up a video talking about. And it's funny too, because some of these guys aren't really, when it comes to like a sponsorship and them actually having to read off a cue card, because they can't really, they don't know how to interact with the camera. They know how to film shit and do stuff, but when it comes to actually having to be serious and do some type of sponsorship, and they're almost laughing about it too, just for in general what the product is, it's funny to watch, because some of these dudes are like, oh my God, I can't believe I've just opened up a video about me tearing down a truck and about me talking about shaving my balls at first. But
That's all I would always see the Manscaped ads, Ready Fresh, where they send you like full meals in the mail, and then some bed. I forgot the name of the bed, but it's some spectacular new mattress.
oh, I see
That
that Marquise Brown dude doing something about a bed now that he's probably been
yeah,
paid a shit ton of money.
that
Now,
looks nice, but it's very expensive. That thing he had.
people sending shit to him, they're sending him product on top of paying him a big fat ass damn chunk of money too, because he's got a shit ton of, he gets like a, I don't care what he puts up on YouTube. He's probably getting at least a minimal of 1 million views on his videos, but
Does he got more than one channel? I wonder. 'Cause I
I
know he does. Doesn't he do like cars and shit too, or something?
I don't know if he does or not, but I know normally he kills it on the videos. Uh, Somebody was made to mention a few times, I think, but Johnny said you got the Dennis Rodman disposable now. Is
Oh,
there
I've
a
seen that.
Dennis Rodman one?
Well, it's called the Rodman. I don't see anything on it that says Dennis, so I don't know if it's something to do with him. But it's called the Rodman. I think it's like black and gold. Where did I see an ad for that at? I think I got an email for it from someone. It's called the. I forgot who sent it. It wasn't for review though. It was sent like promoting it to buy it, and I'm like, the Rodman. What the fuck is the Rodman? I just thought of Dennis Rodman immediately, but I mean, if Mike Tyson and everybody else has their own line of stuff, I mean, hey, might as well cash in, right?
Hey, I did get this the other day. I almost thought about doing it, or I almost thought about getting back with them just to see, unless they wanted an actual video. Let me see if I still got it saved. I don't know if I do or not. Never had this one happen to me yet. No, I must have deleted it. So I got contacted by a company that does clothing, and they were like, hey, we have watched your videos, and your videos would fall in line for the product that we have, and we would love, I forget how they worded it, but they worded it so good that it had me feeling like I was like the king video maker. But basically they make shirts, and I was thinking, I never actually clicked on to look to see the shirts, but I was thinking, dude, so are you just wanting to send shirts and I'll wear it on these videos, or do you actually want me to do some kind of review of a shirt? And I'm thinking, first off, it'll be like what these companies used to send us, these little shirts that say like they're a 4X or something, but
Yep.
they're actually like a kitty's small size or some shit like that. But
I don't even think China has like big shirts. Like,
speaking of that,
I've never, my entire life, received a shirt that actually fit from China.
people, I don't know if y'all seen this shit or not, but I found this morning on Facebook, and I screenshotted everything and sent it to Mark. I was actually going to put it up on the show, but I was afraid if I did, somehow I would get in trouble. But I think if I show it on my phone, I won't get in any trouble.
Do you know who made those? Or
I don't know who made them, but they were,
they're
whoever
good.
made the things. I mean, look at this shit. We're going to scroll through some of these, but look at this shit.
They're really good.
This
I love the way
baby, the baby's hand on that mod is like perfect, and him chunking cloud. Let me turn down the brightness just a hair.
just for reference, folks, the photos are not real; they're photoshopped. I know some people are going to think, "Oh my god, that kid's vaping." No,
Let's
it's not
see
real.
if that. So there you go. You got that one. Now I think. Oh, the next one is the best by far. This kid looked like, and his parents are cheering him on in the background by the Christmas tree while he's ripping clouds in the living room.
That's Mike when he was a kid.
You got this pissed off kid and his parents cheering him on. I mean, oh my gosh. Oh.
That's
And
a good
then
Photoshop right there.
they did have to throw in, I guess these are the owners of Smoke. They've got their little kid around the Christmas tree with the mod.
Hey, that's a good one right there. Oh god,
I sent them to Mark and I said, dude, somehow you need to incorporate that in some of your thumbnails or whatever. But oh my
that
God.
might be pushing it. That might be pushing it a little bit.
That's why I was like I was gonna have a little show and tell on here, but I was like, man, as soon as I do that on the screen, YouTube is gonna hit me with something, and I'm trying to get away with a warning right now. I just figured that would put me in more jeopardy, but whoever did those, I mean, it looks as real as it gets. Like there wasn't a bit of whatever going on, but yeah, it was pretty crazy. Dan Carey, what's going on, brother?
How is it 3 a.m. where Bachelor lives? Where do you live on the other side of the planet? That's impossible.
He's not. He's drinking and he thinks it's 3 a.m.
I was gonna say there ain't no way it's fucking 3 a.m. Anywhere in the United States. There's no way it's 3 a.m. right now.
No, he's talking about if he lived on the other side of the world or some shit.
Toddler cloud comp coming to a city near you.
Yep.
That's a good one. That between that one and the one I always see like my first vape, like a little kid
Oh my
in a toy
God.
box. That's hilarious.
When that one first hit the social media scene a couple years ago, I was like,
It looked
dude,
real. It was so good.
it was like, yeah, it was called My First Vape. And it was like some little preschool vaping, like hookah looking thing off in a box. Oh, man. Yeah, it's some of this shit. Now, I found those pictures on Facebook. I constantly see people getting nailed on Facebook for shit. But I guarantee you, nobody will get nailed for that right there. Facebook will just laugh at that one and say, oh, look how cute that is right there. So,
So I've been nailed for some of the most dumbest stuff on Facebook. Just for saying stuff that's obviously just me being sarcastic. Like there's, and I'd get hit and like, what? You guys actually thought I was real? Like being serious?
I've had a few little stints with YouTube, but I've never been thrown into the Facebook jail like I hear people say. But I'm not one of those. I think as long as I've been doing Facebook, there's only a few times that I've been like maybe heated or agitated about something or someone and maybe wrote something that wasn't a positive thing, more of a negative, but it wasn't like I was sitting there, like calling somebody out trying to fight them on Facebook or whatever. So, but I know some people get real heated on Facebook and they'll be get kicked off for 30 days or some shit or whatever. But, and then, because me and Mark was just talking about this for the little live cranked up. So what was it? I think yesterday Ray posted in my group about, I guess somebody had stole Robert Scarelli's account and was selling fake mods or some shit like that. And some dude fell for it and lost some money. And, I was like, damn, that sucks. Shit happens out there though. I mean, it's what social media is. People stealing your accounts. And I'm in a lot of the knife groups. There's constantly people that will steal other people's pictures and say, hey, I'm trying to sell this. And some dumb son of a bitch will wind up giving these folks money and then bam, they're screwed. But,
Yeah, because I seen that email that Ray sent. I'm like, well, first I know this ain't Robert because Robert ain't gonna,
Yeah, he
rip
wouldn't do
me
that.
off. And then when I text Robert, he's like, "Yep, someone stole my account and they want me to pay them to get the account back." I'm like, "Fuck that!" I'm like, so he made a new account. So if you're friends with Skrelly, you may have a new friend request from him.
Ray Ray says that guy got two people. Robert found out who did it. Oh,
Oh, did
dang.
he?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean the guy's a scammer, obviously in another country, probably, but the fact that
Yeah.
he won't get his account back, probably, so he just started a new one, which is a bunch of bullshit. But
Well, it made me nervous too because now all of a sudden I get a Facebook request from Robert Scorelli. I mean, obviously we were friends before, but since somebody's taken his old account, that's no good anymore. Well, after seeing what Ray Ray had posted, I was nervous to accept this because I was like, is this the dude that's trying other shit now? But apparently it was the real Robert. So, but yeah, man, you got to be careful out there with this shit, man. It's so easy for people to access your shit or steal your shit and then try to, con you out of money or whatever. Again, because I'm real heavily into a lot of the knife groups, man, there's so many people that do scamming out there, and the scammers are getting better and better at it. And it's just like, dude, it's a crapshoot now whether or not you want to try to buy something off the secondhand market because these folks are so, if you don't know these people or you can't, even vouches don't work. Because what these people are doing, they can get a handful of other people that are in on the scam to say, oh, yeah, I vouch for this dude. He's good to go and all this and that. And they're scamming just like this dude is. So it's tough trying to get shit off the secondhand market with anything now.
damn, Ray, you know everything. I guess they found out who the guy was. Uki Mas? What is he? Asian? He looks Asian, kinda. That stole Robert's account. Yeah, it's the the way they steal the YouTube accounts. I'm pretty sure I know how they do it because you get emails from companies that claim to be said company, and they say, "Oh, we want you to review this, blah 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 blah," and you're like, "Oh yeah, sure." And then they usually have you either download something to fill it out or click on a link, and then once you download that, that's it.
Yep.
You're fucked.
That's why you never want to click on shit. Most
So
of the time, 9 out of 10 times now, unless it's a contact I've had, if people hit me up, it's like it being some random company saying, hey, we got such and such, and they'll leave a link to their site, I won't even click that. I'll go into like Google and just type in their company and pull it up to see if that's even legit. And even if it's legit, I'll still never click on the link of the email that they sent me. I'll just give a response back. But
I'll usually look at the email, and if it's not if it's not like a company email and it's like a dot like EU or some weird ass ending, I just won't even bother with it.
yeah.
But you get like dumb email. I get emails all the time from Fuji Water, like, "Oh, your channel is great to promote our water." I'm like, "What? Why would my channel be great for promoting water?" Like,
Exactly.
and you look at the email and you know it's from like Russia or something.
Yeah, there's all kind
Every
of
day
crazy.
it's someone new. If this dude was in the States, he would be a walking. Yeah, he's definitely not in the States.
Yeah. What's going on, Mario from Australia?
Mario.
Why does that name seem familiar?
I don't think I've ever seen it, Mario. Mario Meta-X.
Seems like we knew a Mario from Australia, but I don't know. We've known a lot of people, I reckon.
I knew a Luigi. Luigi, I didn't know a Mario.
Luigi.
Or like they'd say in New York, Mario.
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 And there's good old Kip Drippers. What's going on to you there? So, yeah, there you go, folks. If you were trying to buy something from Scorelli off his old account, you might be in a bad spot right now.
People are like, "Oh shit! I just sent him $700."
Yep. You need to do it on his new account.
I don't trust Facebook for shit.
Fagan's old Zoom room.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
I remember Mario.
Hold on. Because Mario in Australia, was that the dude that drove the truck?
No, I know what you're talking about, but I don't think that was. I don't think that was Mario.
Oh, okay. Wasn't there,
I,
there was like a dude always driving a truck, and I thought he was in Australia.
yeah.
Okay.
Later, Ed.
Later, Ed, you ain't got to leave right now. We ain't forcing you out, but if you got to go, I understand.
Yes. Oh, it
Yes.
was him.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I could have. I thought I remembered that.
He didn't look like a Mario.
Hippie says, "Wait, I'm not getting 2 for 1 billet." I don't know.
Yeah.
The loader, not a truck. The loader. Oh, I remember. He drove like a piece of heavy equipment. Remember, he used to sit in there with his camera
Oh
on
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
zoom.
You're right.
I remember that dude. What's going on, Mario? Long time, man. Damn, it's
Damn,
been a way long time, it seems like.
I do remember that now.
Yep, there's a few of us still kind of lingering out here, I reckon.
DZ, that day that you came in Zoom was the day that someone got access to the room. When DC first came in, I wouldn't call them hackers, but some idiots came in there and they were playing very strange pornography. And let's just
That
say
happened
that,
a few times in a few
yeah,
different areas. But I remember there's only been one night I was in the Zoom room where DC came in, but
and it's like right when he came in is right when it was playing, and he probably came in like, "What the fuck are they watching in here?"
he was probably like, damn, I came to the right place.
That shit was like highly illegal. The shit they were playing in there, like, whoa.
DC's like, damn, why did I click on this shit earlier?
And then after that, I don't think I've seen DC again. He's like, fuck Zoom. I ain't going in that shit anymore. Not my friend.
Cat Loader, that's me. Never stop watching here, just not talking. Okay, I got you. Yeah, like I said, dude, it's been. Well, we did that public room hadn't been around in forever either, but yeah, dude, how many years has it been now since?
Ugh.
God, it seems like it's been at least 3 or 4 years since that room was kind of like a free for all where everybody was just coming and going out of it.
Yeah, my timing's so off.
It even seems longer than that now because it seems like since the couple of us that have dropped off, that's even been forever ago now.
I had to be like, I don't know. Was the vape team still? I don't even remember.
Dude,
Yeah,
I think the vape team dissolved in 20, didn't it? 2020?
damn. I'm gonna go check because I don't remember.
When was the last one? I'm curious now.
The last vape team. Whoa! What Brian? The last vape team was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
I don't want to click on the video because actually I want to click on the video. I want to see if there's any recent
Just
comments.
turn the volume down.
There we go.
Yes. We got any recent comments? I hadn't checked lately.
It just says. I hate when it doesn't give you a date. It just says 2 years ago. That could mean 2 years.
Well,
and
no.
11
If you
months.
click the more, it'll show you the date in the description.
Oh yeah, December 17, 2020.
So it was 2020.
Yeah. Wow. And
So we're pushing 3 years, actually.
The last comment was from Richard, aka Dick. Miss you, Brian. I miss the true vape content. This bullshit about phones and headphones is killing me. I unsubscribed to ST Show. Wish you would come back, missing the old vape team. Wow, Richard, aka Dick.
Wow. Got blasted on that one.
Woo.
When was that comment from?
That was 3 months ago.
Damn, wasn't that dude just over here not too long ago?
Yeah, Richard's always like popping up.
Damn.
He's probably watching right now. I was like, oh shit, I didn't
He's
mean to
like,
say
damn,
that.
I didn't realize I let. Maybe I need to go edit that comment real quick. That's funny. I love it. Ruben
Damn.
said he was dozing off and the music woke him up. I'm sure it woke a lot of folks up. They're probably like, "Oh shit, is that show back on?"
Good day for Georgia. Georgia. The fuck is Georgia?
David, what's going on, man? Been a little while.
Is that a country or a place? Let's see, where's Georgia? Where the fuck is Georgia? Mm.
That's him. That's his way of saying Georgia.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. Holy
You
Jesus.
are, but anyway, we'll
I thought
leave
it
it
was
at that.
I thought it was a country.
He's looking up Africa for Jaja or some shit like that. I don't know.
Leave a comment, I'll time you out. Wait, what? You got a wrench over there? On the vape team? Holy Jesus.
Oh, dang.
I'm shocked that Brian hasn't deleted that channel.
Well,
I'm
he
really
hadn't
shocked.
deleted his own channel.
Huh?
His
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He
his
does got
normal
it.
channel's still there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he-
I still once in a blue moon go to the very last video there and get the latest on comments.
Let's
I'm
see
sure
if
he does too. Still,
CH.
it's funny because people there's still it looks like people commenting like, "Hey, I just picked this product up that's been out for years now, and I'm having an issue, or can you help me with something?" It's like, dude, do you not look at the dates of what you're writing on?
What is this?
Oh, won't you turn that volume down there, kid?
If I turn this, he changed his name.
What is it?
Elam Afla. ELAMAFLA.
Brian's channel is?
Yep. But it still shows at the Vapor Chronicles, but the YouTube name is now Elam Afla. I wonder if it should got hacked.
Ooh, I bet you his channel got hacked.
His videos are last video was 4 years ago. Ah,
Ooh,
that's interesting.
dude.
Yeah, I don't know if he just changed it.
Now go into the video section and see if it looks like anything's been added or deleted.
Nope, all vape videos. Well, like I said, his last video was on the SQ top side, which is 4 years ago. So I don't know if that's.
I wonder
right
if
or
he
not.
changed the name just so
Get his.
if you were trying to search it, it wouldn't pop up as easy.
Well, like when you search it, the first channel that pops up says Alam Alpha or whatever, but then below that it says at the Vapor Chronicles. But the channel name itself is no longer the Vapor Chronicles, it's Alam Afla, whatever. That's weird.
I wonder if he knows that.
Hack attack from India. Could be. But if it got hacked though, then you
would
would think they would delete the videos or something, but they didn't.
Well, even that, maybe do like they did Heavy's channel at time. They added a bunch of their shit on there.
Yeah,
Remember they put all kind of like gaming shit or something on his?
that is weird.
They were slowly deleting his videos, I think. And they were just putting on random things of their shit.
Interesting.
That is interesting. That must be recent too, because you know what? I'm still subscribed to him. I'm gonna do this real quick, folks. I know y'all want to see us doing something else, but I'm going to pull this up.
Brian converted to Muslim. You know, you never know.
I'm going to see people that I'm subscribed to.
Maybe he's Muslim. He could be Muslim. Brian does kind of look Muslim. He might be Muslim. Maybe it was something we didn't know about him. And his religion kind of told him like, "Hey, you can't be doing this shit on YouTube," and that's why he left, for religious reasons. I guess I'm too boring for a shout out. David Blackman. I didn't even see you till now. Shout out to David Blackman. What's up, man? Sounds like he moved to Pakistan, and that's the name of his new disposable bar. Now that makes sense, Ginger.
So I'm
You
over
see what I'm talking
here.
about?
I'm over here looking at the people that I'm subscribed to, and the Vapor Chronicles is not showing up.
But if you go to his channel, you'll see that it still says the Vapor Chronicles, but the name is changed
But what
to
I'm
Alpha.
looking to see is if, because it's listed in alphabetical order.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing if that name pops. See, but that name's not popping up in my. But I was subscribed to that channel.
The Dash Vapes get away from vape video. I don't. Was Dash Vapes the Asian guy from Canada?
Yes, he has a YouTube channel. It's still there, but it's not under. It's under like Dash TV now or something like that. Hey, do this real quick, Mark. How many subscribers are left on the channel? Because if I remember correctly, he had 50 something thousand.
51,000, yeah. 51,700.
Dude, that's a trip because, like I said, it is no longer showing up.
Unless he thought just by changing the name he couldn't be searched on YouTube, so people wouldn't find him.
Well,
Because I know how him and Amy are kind of really anal about their privacy and shit. I know that, but it still has his channel name in the.
Well, that's what I was saying a second ago. If he did that himself, just so if people were searching it, because he might have been getting a lot of shitty people still trying to reach out to him, just kind of like messing with his ass or something. I don't know. Huh, that's interesting.
It is pretty weird.
I see the vape team hadn't been messed with at all, though.
No. Did he make a deal on his rights of content? What the hell does that mean? I don't know what you mean, Kevin. Break it down.
I guess I need to look back over.
Like all his Vape Chronicle videos are all. It just shows up, Alam Afla.
That's crazy. Something. It's either he did it or. But again, if somebody took that channel over, you think that they would have done something to it, and if it doesn't look anything different. Because Marcus even just said his face is still on the banner.
Yeah, like the artwork is still there. All the text from like the About Me section is there. Just the name was changed, but the link's not changed. Like it's still at the Vapor Chronicles, which is.
I don't. Unless you're just wanting to leave kind of like a little legacy there, because there's some people that to this day, no matter what has gone on, they still love him and they still want to go look at his content or whatever. I guess because you don't know what everybody's reasoning for things are. Let me ask you this. As long as you've been doing YouTube with all the videos you have, if you just kind of bailed and said, the hell with this, I'm done with it, knowing that you ain't coming back, would you leave the channel sitting there dormant with just everything like it was, or would you kill the channel?
I'd leave it there. Because, I mean, I did this shit for so many years. I feel like if I deleted it, I don't know, like all that would just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I would probably, personally for me, I'd leave it. But I know everyone's different. Like, a lot of people just delete their channel completely, get rid of every video, which is like, you do it for so many years, it's almost like...
Yeah. What's up, Sean? David says it looks like Phil and Demi have all but quit publishing content. Demi quit a long, long time ago. He'd been years done with his channel.
They don't do the show anymore?
But they're doing the show like every 2 or 3 weeks now, so they're not even really kind of like going at that. And other than the show, but you can tell I got a weird thing where I keep up with numbers on certain folks just because I like Phil and I've always been curious where he's at with his stuff. Phil used to be at like about 135,000 subscribers, and I think he's down to like low 120s now. So he's had a lot of people drop off of there, and it's probably just for the simple fact that he just doesn't really put up the content like he used to. But they're still doing the show randomly here and there. But whenever they do a show, it just sounds like they're still kind of busy behind the scenes working the markets over in Europe and all that. You know, not really so much on the state side of things, but they seem like they're still pretty busy and, you know, and involved in all this stuff. It's just not really that so much in your face, but
Maybe it's like behind a lot behind the scenes shit.
yeah.
Vape expos in other countries and the Anakin thing.
Yeah, they seem like they're still real busy with Anakin doing stuff, but I don't know.
Read Brian's new name backwards. Oh no, is it subliminal message? Uh,
Be careful, read.
ALF,
Be careful.
alpha male. Oh, alpha male. Backward. That's what it says backward. Alpha male. Damn, Ginger's good. That sounds like something Brian would do too.
Yeah, it does.
That sounds like something he would do. That's a good catch, Ginger.
But
didn't
why?
see that.
Why all of a sudden do it now? Something's been going on to push him to do that, meaning that I kind of think that's what it is. I think he still gets his share of comments, and people are still asking questions about shit that's just outdated, and he's not involved in this anymore. He doesn't want to delete the channel, just like Mark said, and just like the rest of us. I can't, even if I got out of this, I would probably still leave this channel just the way it is, and you just wouldn't see me anymore. Because you put a lot of effort into as many years as you have shit. But maybe to cut down on the traffic of just getting possibly harassed or whatever the case might be, make it where it's a little more difficult that people just can't find it. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
Yeah, they're always very, I don't know what the word is, or they don't want to be so. They don't like being very like public on the internet. So I think maybe that's why he kind of did
Yeah.
that. Who knows?
And again, it might not even been him. It might have been her that went on there and did shit.
Coming out with a new MTL RTA called the Dick Magician. That sounds good, actually. Hook me up there, David. One of those. The Dick Magician.
There you go.
I heard Brian has been spotted a few times hanging out in truck stop bathrooms in the New Jersey area.
Look at DC getting all upset. DC doesn't like us bringing up the past, so he gets a little offensive there on that shit. I don't know.
Oh my god!
That's just
Hello, there, Brett. There's
Brett, what's going on, brother?
What's up, man?
That shit's been kind of left in the rear view mirror from a long time ago. I don't even really think about it, but I still stand by what I say. I don't hate Brian. I don't dislike Brian. He did what he did, and that's what he chose to do, and we just moved on, and it is what it is, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the more I think about it, I don't think I hate him. I just hate the fact that he didn't tell us why he did what he did, which he doesn't have to tell us. But if we're friends, I feel like, you know, you don't have to tell us, but maybe you probably should, since we're kind of everyone's friend, like me, you, him, Mike.
Exactly, and I don't want to just. I don't want to just like completely.
Like a little bit of an explanation. I think
it would have been nice to have
Yeah.
more than what we got off of that deal. I do agree with that, but as of like,
whether it was mental health issues or medicine or work or whatever the case is, like still, it's just explanation.
If I was out on the street and he came up to my face, knowing what's going on, I'd still walk up and shake the man's hand and give him a pat on the back and say, "What's going on, man?" I would still do that to this day. But again, like I said, he's moved on and he's made his choice, and that's all I can do. And like I said, it is what it is with it. I don't.
Brian pulled a ski. What the hell is a ski? Is that slang, Brett? I don't understand.
Howard says you can turn a channel off and not delete it, right?
I
Uh,
believe so.
yes. I, I I know you can turn all the videos off. You can just put them to unlisted or private, so nobody can see them. I don't necessarily know if you can actually turn the keys off on the channel where it can't be seen. I think you can just have it to where maybe if you pull, I know you can have it to where if you pull the channel up, you won't see any content on it at all.
Yeah, because I've seen channels that were blank, and then a week later, all the videos were back. So
Yeah,
you could do it with the video. I don't know if you could completely delete the channel though.
yeah.
Whew, after all the times Mark slept with Brad. Yeah, I think everyone's gonna have their own like idea as to what happened. Like, I don't think we'll ever know. For me personally, I think it was probably mental health issues, maybe something between him and his doctor and his life. But
Yeah.
still, it'd be something like, I'd be like, guys, I'm fucked up. Family life is fucked up. I gotta cut back. I can't do Zoom. I can't do YouTube for a while, and it all would have made sense. I'm like, all
Yeah.
right, that's cool, man. Do
And
what you got to do.
there's a whole lot of people that assume too that there's like a bigger story to this that only we know that we're not revealing to everybody. But
Mm-mm.
what we've told y'all is the 100% truth, and y'all know about as much as what we know up to a point, because that's just what happened with it. And again, that's why, because if something was going on more with him, because obviously y'all knew Brian, but I can say this: we did know Brian a bit better. Even some of us knew him better than what some of like Mark probably knew him a lot more better. He probably opened up to Mark more about things than what he ever did to me. But I knew him pretty good. But he did have some different things going on in his life that he never really made public, and that's the way. I'll never be the one to go out and run my mouth about what he would say, but for what he did, I can kind of, like Mark's saying, if there was some other issues there that, I could understand it.
Because I feel like we were all close enough to where we could have, if one of us are just going to cut out completely, we're comfortable enough to say, hey, this is what's going on. Like, I got health issues. I
Yeah.
got to go or whatever,
Yeah.
But I don't know. It was just strange.
DC say Mark drove him insane on the shows. That has to be. Yeah, that was.
Could be that.
Those were the fun days, though, to see how far Mark could push folks. But
Recovery, health issue. I've got so many different, like, ideas in my head that I don't know if, which one's true or not, but who knows? It's be one of those things that you may never, or who knows? Maybe years from now, we may hear from him. He may say, okay, here's what happened. Who knows? I have
yeah,
no clue.
I don't either. And if we never hear shit, we just never hear shit, which that's kind of the path I think we'll be on. I just don't think we'll ever hear or know anything about it. And if that's the way it is, that's the way it is.
And we only took a shower once together, Kid Bass. He acted like it was every time.
There you go.
Trying to save on water, so we all had to take a shower together.
You gotta handle your business. DC says ST, it was from Mark's mental abuse toward Brian that drove him insane. Oh damn, Brett.
Whoa.
Take it easy there. Take it easy. Brett hadn't been on a little while. He's letting his hair down.
Brett's lashing out. Oh,
Man. Lord have mercy. I miss it myself though. I mean, I still, because like when Thursday show rolled around, typically I was just parked there at the computer watching them, laughing my butt off, and then when they'd get done, we'd all sit and Zoom and cut up and shit. But I mean, all good things come to an end sooner or later with something. So
That is true.
today though, in present times, with everything that's gone on in this world the past couple of years, even if everybody would have still stayed the same and none of the weird shit would have happened, I still feel like there would have been a whole lot less of what we were doing like we used to.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because at a point in time, it just kind of gets to where just nothing lasts. So,
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like we all said it too, like years and like all good things coming to an end. This ain't gonna last forever. We always
yeah,
said that, but you would never think it would just everyone would just start dropping off. Like
yeah,
bye, bye. Like
definitely.
you never see anybody. Like holy shit, he just left. But
But there you go, folks.
both sold a lot of RDAs. I'm betting the time they invested on YouTube wasn't worth it anymore. Yeah, I mean everyone, like I said, had their different ideas of what could happen, but who knows?
Kid Bass, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to hire you on. I don't know how I'll pay you, but I'm going to hire you. He said, you guys should do funniest moments. I want you to go through all that content that's left on the internet and you find all the stuff that you think is funny and you start sending me the clips and we'll put a funny video together for y'all.
If you want answers, call. I don't want answers. And I don't expect answers, but I would have. I don't know. It's kind of weird to explain.
Well,
He doesn't.
I get what
Yeah.
Mark's saying. Mark shouldn't have to call to ask for answers. It should have been a mutual thing that.
And not even me. It should be everyone, like Mike and ST and
Well,
everybody.
that's what I
else.
mean. It
Yeah.
should have been a mutual thing with all of us to like pull us into a little group like we did a million times. And if you got some shit going on, we always joked around. Even in the hardest of times, somebody still managed to crack a joke, and it wasn't that we were being rude to one another. It was that when things would get too serious and talk sometimes it needed to lighten up just for a minute, and somebody would crack some funny joke, and everybody would just start laughing and kind of forget the seriousness of what we were just talking about. And then maybe it would get back into the conversation.
Yeah.
But
So maybe he thought he couldn't be serious with us, maybe, but I don't
yeah,
know. I mean, he could be serious. I would hope that he would know he could be serious. If it was someone was serious, we would be serious. But
yeah.
if it wasn't like super serious, then we would throw a joke in or two, lighten things up.
But too, and it's not uncommon. It's definitely not. As sad as this is to say, sometimes you just kind of grow to a point where you grow out of a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's easier just to duck out opposed to sitting here either making up some story or whatever it might be to say, hey, you know what, guys, I just don't feel the same about y'all anymore. And I'm just not having a good time with this anymore. And I'm ducking out. That's very easily could have happened with all this shit. And if it did, hey, the shit happens again. Like I said, it's not like, oh my God, you're not friends anymore with me or we're not cool with one another. Anything could have happened. But that's kind of what sucks about all this is because we don't know exactly what happened and we've always kind of wondered, even if we act like we don't give two shits, we've still kind of wondered what the hell's happened. So
Mm-hmm. What's happened with me and my ex? Oh my God, you were married, Marvin? Holy Jesus!
well, I think there was more to it than that, Marvin, but we'll let that explanation go right there.
Thank you, Kid Bash, for making me feel good.
But
uh,
yeah, if I don't know.
yeah, I would never have guessed. But I always, whenever I would hang out with Brian, like at his house, I always got the impression that his life and Amy's life, like their lives were completely different from the way we were on like YouTube and like they were, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
kind of
think they
what
were more serious, and I think they thought that we couldn't be serious about stuff. But I don't. It's hard to
it could have
explain.
been. It could have been. Where you always see the shit that. Oh, the way you see me on camera is the way that I act in real life, and yada. Well, that ain't true for a lot of folks. A lot of folks get on here and will cut up, but then it's all about the business when the camera comes off, and they're
Mhm.
more of a constant. I don't know, acting
Like
more.
I feel like Brian's life, social life, and work life, and all that. He was a pretty, or he wanted to be a real professional. He didn't. He wanted to get away from all the jokes and all the bullshit, and he wanted to,
Yeah,
focus on being professional. That's what I feel like might have happened.
I think he had to turn that life off and on to get on the camera, opposed to handling business. Now, obviously, in the business he was in, he couldn't have been like he was on camera, or the client, he wouldn't have had any clientele. I get that,
Hmm.
but you know,
They were serious. I mean, they were serious people. They had serious careers, and then seeing them switch over to like the comedy side, hanging out and vaping, there is like two totally different personalities. So maybe it was time to hang up that other personality and be serious about life.
yeah.
Could have been that. I don't know.
And I'm going to call Marvin out just real quick. Marvin says I'm on my third wife, Mark. I find that hard to believe because as old as Marvin is, Marvin's probably on his 30th wife because he's been around that damn long and been able to marry that many people. So,
Marvin is currently. Are you married to your nurse, Marvin, or are you just?
yeah.
I'm three-time loser. Well, two plus the one I'm with now.
So hold
I
on.
can't. You can't complain because I'm on three. I'm on number three. So
The shows were too much for them. Here's this too. I don't know why we're going down this road of all this shit, but I never hung around Brian in a setting of him having to be businesslike. Because all the times we were at events or we'd hooked up somewhere, Brian is who he was on the camera.
yep.
So that's the only Brian I know. But there had to be a different Brian because I know the job he had. Just like the job I had, I can't be, well, I can be probably a little joking because I don't actually work with the public like he does. So I have coworkers I can kind of cut up with, but he definitely had to be on a serious level. And to my knowledge, he seemed to deal with a lot more older people than younger, especially for the business that he was in. And you really got to be a little bit more tasteful on how you handle yourself. So he had to turn that shit off and on quite a bit, and it might have got to a point where
Got
I don't
tired of
know.
doing it. It's like I can't be going back and forth like this. At least with VN, the dude posted his wife almost nude after they shut. Oh my god.
Yeah, he definitely went ham on some of his shit for a while.
Those are two people that really did make a transition.
Yeah.
Like wow, that was didn't see that one coming.
So here you go, Brian. If you're still watching, if you're still checking in from time to time, and you happen to catch this one particular video at this length that we're into right now, if you want to give me a text and give me the complete reason, I promise I won't read it out on public unless maybe I can make some kind of money off of the deal. But so there you go.
Well, well, you're not a big mouth. He knows I'm a big mouth. So if he texts me, which would be nice, he knows that I'll run my mouth like, "Oh, here's the reason why Brian." So I
Yeah,
don't know. I
I
think
don't know.
Brian became a hazer, top tier, and went broke. You know what? That could be too, hippie. That's very true.
Could
Actually,
be,
he could have changed his name, and he could be Marvin Norton for all we know,
could
or he
be.
could be DC.
Even though I know there's a dude running around out there named Marvin Norton because I've met him before, and he is an old piece of shit. It could be. I don't know. I don't know. I do know this though. We have gone way over the OT limit tonight because we're at 8:40 at my clock right now. So 40 minutes of OT, which means we'll have to start probably 30 minutes late next week or some shit like that. But I don't know. I think we're gonna wrap this shit up. But man, can you believe how close things are getting now? We're almost at Thanksgiving.
Ugh.
Week after next, dude.
Mm. I see Christmas trees are up already and shit.
Dude, Christmas trees were up at Costco back in August.
I know they're up at Sam's Club. I'm like, oh my god, no.
I'm like,
They already got the Christmas songs playing nonstop on the radio. They usually do that like I think after Thanksgiving, but no, they're starting it early.
that trips me out to walk in when I'm like dripping sweat because it's 100 degrees outside and they got Christmas trees lining the damn walkway out there at freaking Costco and shit. It's like, dude, I don't know. But
And then to top it off, my kid's got strep throat and pink eye,
Oh
He got
shit.
he went to the doctor the other day, got medicine. My right eye is sore as hell, so I think he gave me pink eye.
Oh hell. Well,
So I may be wearing. Yeah,
your eyes are always so squinted. We won't be able to
I,
tell if this shit's red or not any damn way. But
I might be wearing sunglasses in my next video. Who
hell
knows?
yeah. So, well, it should be. Well, we're in the month now. You should be dropping all these videos that you were supposed to be holding out on. Are they coming up?
I dropped one today, dropping one. I'm gonna do them every other day. So I'll have one Thursday, and then next week I'll have one on Tuesday and Thursday. So
You know what? Real quick, we're not going to end this just right yet. And I should have brought this up earlier because I told myself I was going to earlier today, but I just kind of thought about it now. And I tell you, I don't really watch really anything vaping wise, but every once in a while when Mark cranks a video out, I'm like, okay, let me just see what's going on with it. So I watched part of his video today, and I'm sitting here. It was the Vupu shit, right?
yeah,
I'm looking at these devices, and Mark's trying to hustle you, trying to get you to get one and all this and that. But I'm sitting here looking at this shit. These products don't look any different than the shit that was coming out 3 or 4 years ago. It looks like the same damn thing.
it
Other
is.
other than them saying, "Hey, we've got this new greater coil," and I guarantee if I vaped on that coil, it wouldn't be any different than the shit I've been vaping on the past couple years. That's kind of where I'm at with some of this new shit. There, some companies tweak a few things and do this and that, but like some of it just looks like the same. It looks like it is the same thing as the other. All they did was just stamp it with a new name, and you don't even have to do that because they don't typically stamp names on shit. I think they're just repackaging shit and saying it's a new device.
Could be. I mean, I've had shit that was seem exactly the same to me. The only difference with this one, it seems like it's just a new coil. I don't know, but it's
I don't know, man. It's just
you're stuck in a. It's like, do you do a video for it or do you call it out? Like it's the same shit, but I don't know. It's one
it's
of those things.
it's almost at a point now. It's like we're sitting on so much old shit. Let's spend the money in making up a new package, give it a new fucking name, like we've designed something new, but it's the same shit that we had that maybe y'all have forgot about from a few years ago that still keeps looking like some companies keep putting out products that look. I'm gonna tell Angela she gonna have to quit interrupting on this. Did you tell her you're not 4 years old anymore and you don't need her calling you about dinner?
She thinks I'm for.
But it is. Some of these companies look like they just keep putting out the same old shit.
My guess is they either have ran out of ideas or they don't feel like putting in the time and the effort to create new products. So they're just gonna just change the color on their most popular product and put it out again and again and again. That would be my guess.
Neil just said ST Mark said that these were the best coils ever for the drag. Of course he did. But
They vape good.
I guarantee you, if I go dig out a Vupu mod from 3 years ago and grab one of those coils and say, "Hey Mark, man, this is the new shit right here. Try it out." He would go, "Damn, this is the best shit ever."
I see the thing is though, I don't remember what the PNP coils vape like. I know they were good coils.
That's what I'm saying.
These like this, if I were to close my eyes and vape this, it actually feels like I'm vaping on a sub ohm tank. I feel like the coils are a bit better, but I don't remember. I don't remember what the PNP coils. That's shit.
I got a new Caliburn coming. The G3. I guarantee you when I get it, I've got 100 pod systems of all different brands laying on this desk right now that I've used a couple of times, used it, threw it down, and pulled out a different one and started using it. Dude, the only thing different about all these pods, the only thing, is typically the airflow to it. The coils are good. They're all going to give you good flavor unless you're just vaping some shitty ass juice. The airflow is the only thing that is different on these damn things. And I guarantee when I get this one, I'm not going to be going. I might just for the hell of it, but in my mind, I'm going to sit here and go, oh my God, I can't believe they held out for this long to bring this Caliburn out because this beats out all the other 30 ones they've got sitting out there.
I do agree. The coils have gotten so much better with the flavor. I don't think they could get any better. So now they're trying to go after the whole, well, our coils last longer now, and the flavor lasts longer. That's what I noticed. A few of the companies I did the most recent videos for with their new coils, they're claiming longer coil head life, and the flavor doesn't drop off in 3 days. So,
but here's the thing, though. Still, we're at that point where we've been there for a couple of years now with coils being better and the flavor lasting longer on them. So we can't get to this point and say they're even going further out.
well, that's what they're saying.
Well, I understand that's what they're saying,
Yeah.
but in all reality, the people that vape this shit every day, I guarantee you they're not getting any further out than what they got with the shit from a year or 2 years ago. Because I've gotten pulled into some of these sub-ohm tanks and been pretty amazed from a couple of years ago of how long I could vape on it and how good the flavor was on it. That I guarantee you, if I had something now, what?
There's your guy in chat,
Who?
Richard, aka Dick.
Oh yeah, Richard. Mark read your comment off. We're not talking about what was it that he said?
Cell phones and something else.
Yeah, we've been talking about balding. We've been talking about Brian. We've been talking about all kind of shit. You missed a good one tonight.
We didn't purposely call you out, Richard.
No.
We just happened to read the last comment, and your comment happened to be the last comment.
I can tell you, there's no comment that anybody that can write out there on social media that would offend me by the slightest. So don't worry if you're thinking I'm offended by any means.
I don't even watch this show, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
I'm just on it. I don't watch it.
But I'm just saying that there's nothing. I don't know. What else can you do? What else can you do?
Other than making coil heads last longer? Really nothing, I don't think.
If you can make a coil head last for a year and it keeps the same, then you've done something. Other than that,
never do that.
You ain't done shit.
They won't make money off something like that.
Well, exactly. Neil says, "Oh, go ahead. Go ahead."
Grim said he got 3,400 puffs off the Caliburn, the one you are getting. Off one coil or one pod?
But you know what? I'm not going to. Dude, there's a lot of pods I've got sitting here that I have vaped the same pod for weeks upon weeks. And I ain't somebody that takes one puff a day. I keep one of these on me at all times, whatever it is. And I puff the shit out of them. And I guarantee you, I've got 3,400 puffs on a few of these that are older now. So that's good that you could get 3,400 puffs and it still be, I'm guessing, still good. But it's just... It ain't new technology. It ain't nothing new about it. It's the shit that's been out there. And like I said, my thing wasn't really on the coil so much. It's the actual devices that, like the atomizers, even the atomizers. I guarantee you that atomizer, that Vupu one, that looks like an atomizer they've had for years and years now. They've just retrofitted it to where a larger pod can be crammed up into it now.
Yep. It's the same exact thing.
So,
but like I said, my guess is either they don't have ideas or they're not willing to put in the time, effort, and money to make new ideas.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, well, it's all disposables now and pods. Should we really invest our time into making a actual new mod just for a few hobbyist vapors to buy? Like, probably not. They're probably like, we're making more money off disposables. They're a lot cheaper to make. If you're in the business to make money, then it probably makes sense to do that, make disposables. But if you're in the business to, like,
look, Rifleman hit the head on the hammer or whatever you want to say. He said the Caliburn G, the one I just ordered, with the screen and the button, which that's the one I got. It's got a great coil. The .9 is really something special. I ordered a pack of the .9s because I knew the .9s were more of I think a more, from what I've heard, more of a restricted than the .6. The
That
only
was my
thing, the only thing drawing me to that Caliburn right now, it's not even so much the vape, because I guarantee you when I vape on it, I'm going to have other pods laying here that vape just like it. It's more the little screen on it that kind of pulled me, because I don't think I've got a Caliburn that's got a screen on it. So
that was my favorite Caliburn. That one.
that's kind of that's my curiosity to this new one, is the little rinky dink screen on it that probably is going to mess up pretty damn quick. But
I use, and I bet you a majority of the reason why a lot of people's pods and coils don't last is because they're probably using the wrong juice. They're using too thick of a juice. They're vaping it too hard, like they're just chain vaping it. They're burning out the coil head. I guarantee you, if a lot of the newer like users who don't realize that there's different types of juices, like thicker VG and PG and this and that,
yeah.
that's probably another reason why their coils are burning out because you can't put in that thick ass VG liquid in these little pods.
Neil says, I use tobacco in my pods and get maybe 2 weeks on one, maybe 700 puffs. So,
2 weeks is, I think, is good, right? Or no?
all right, well, hold on. So, how is Neil using his with tobacco? And I believe Neil, he's getting 2 weeks on maybe one, on maybe, he says on one, maybe 700 puffs. But Grim took his to 3,400.
I mean, it all comes down to how he vapes it and the juice he's using in it.
But
If he, you know what I'm saying? Like if he's using a juice that's going to clog the coil instantly, or if he's chain vaping that thing, he may only get a week, and Grim may get a month. You know, yeah.
but
You gotta realize,
I'm not disputing either one of these, because I just said, I guarantee you I've got pods on this table right now that I've easily gotten 3,400 puffs out of. Now, needless to say, the flavor to it has probably gone down on it, but I guess it just all depends on how you're using shit or whatever like that. But
yeah, a lot of people they take a vape, they put it down for a while. Some people are just holding it, chain vaping it. So I think it all comes down to the juice and how you're vaping it. I honestly think.
But I always carry a damn pod system on me. This one, this has just been the latest one, and the reason why I've enjoyed carrying this one, it ain't even really. I mean, it vapes pretty good. It's got I think it's a 1,000 milliamp battery in it, so it lasts for a good while. That new Caliburn, I think, is 900. So shit that's got like a better battery life that can get me better through a day with a lot of use. I like that kind of shit more than
Even Mike says he gets a shit ton of life out of his Caliburn coils.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I've always had luck with the Caliburns, and I've had quite a few different ones. This is how I used to get bad with shit. If I would get one and really liked it, I would order a second one and some extra pods and kick it to the side thinking there's a spare in case I need it. Dude, I got a shelf of Caliburns over here that are brand new in the box that I ordered extra. I'll probably use them at some point in time, but because they weren't just like, that they're not super expensive or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that Infix was a good one from Smoke from years ago.
Yep. Yeah, I think you really can't go wrong with UL shit. They usually are they're really good with their coils, at least nowadays, in their pods.
Well, and they killed it with a Caliburn. At the end of the day, there's nobody that's made a pod system as good as theirs. I don't care what people have done. Caliburn is the king. If they did one thing right, which UL's done quite a few things right, but that's one thing that I think that has probably made that company the most money out there is just the Caliburn line.
Yep.
I mean, look how many there are out there, and look to this day that they're still making different Caliburns.
Usually, if someone asks a recommendation for a pod, I'm like, you really can't go wrong with the Caliburn. Like, you really can't go wrong.
Yeah. and see what y'all done. Y'all have made this a 2-hour show tonight, and we never do that shit right there. That means that you won't even get a show next week because we gave you the 2 hours tonight.
2-hour show.
Uh,
The sugar and the juice affects, the sweetener. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the liquid, it depends on the liquid and the way you vape it. Can go from 500 puffs to fucking 3,000 puffs, depending on the juice and the way you're vaping it.
yeah.
And yep, they did start out as a coil company. That's at least what I was told.
Well, yeah, they did because they were actually making coils for a lot of different companies.
Mm-hmm.
The Infinix coils didn't lose flavor, but would start leaking for me. See, when I was vaping the Infinix, the Infix, now I'm saying Infinix, I had nothing but luck with that one. But then it came to a point, it's not even like if I kept having good luck with it, there would be another pod system that would come along and I'd just start using it and set it down. And then it would get to a point I would just never go back to pick it back up. That's what I've done, dude.
The Infix is my go-to pod.
Y'all think I'm shitting y'all right now.
Holy Jesus.
Oh, where's my camera? Dude, this is a little small section of my desk. There's a hell of a lot more pods laying on this desk right now.
Damn.
Dude, they're all over the place. So
I think he's the new pod king.
I mean, I've just always, dude, it's like anything else. Because sometimes I can walk out of the house without my larger device, but I can't walk out the house without this. This is as important to me, this right here, as a set of car keys, my phone, my pistol, all that shit. Because I could make it away from the house on this to where normally I take two. I take a big device with me and I take a pod system with me. But if I forgot, which typically I don't, if I forgot my bigger device that's got 3 milligram nic and only took my pod, I'd still be all right. I wouldn't be out in the world jonesing somewhere going, damn, I wish I had the bigger one with me.
Yep.
So
a pod person. Yep, that's T loving his pods.
because dude, it's been years since I'm all about the cloud shit and all this and that. But I'm a person now that likes my fix and I like it quick a lot of times. I'm not all about wanting to just sit there and just have all this fun with, vaping and shit. I'm just about, getting my shit going.
There? 12 milligram?
12 milligram. I even went on a hunt this past Saturday. I called a few local shops trying to find some of my damn naked lava flow because I'm wanting it back. No shop has it, and I'm starting to get online. And dude, I just can't stomach what these people are trying to do. Dude, I had 2 60 ml bottles coming, I forget. Oh, Element at first. They got it. Because a lot of people don't have the 12 milligram. They got it in the Nick Salt one. I want the 12 milligram. Dude, they had me almost at $50 for 260 mils because of all the stupid ass little freaking extra things they want to charge you. My V Pro was a bit cheaper, but I'm still at like $40. And it's kind of like, well, hey, I guess I'm just going to have to pay it to get it. But oh man, it's horrible, dude.
Well, I mean, at least now I vape so much. I vape a lot less liquid. Like even though I'm doing the single coil and the RTA at 50 watts, I like usually about one tank is I'm good for the entire day. And then, I don't know, what does this hold? 5 mils maybe or something?
Well, that's what keeps me. Well, again, I can only vape on like when I'm taking breaks at work or shit like that. I can't do it all day long. Of course, after I get home, I've got my flexibility to do what I want then. But having something like this on me kind of keeps down for me using the bigger shit so much to where I'm just like hauling ass through shit like that. And even
Yep.
like, because a lot of times after I get home, if I'm in here, I'm not doing the big shit in here. I'm doing a pod system while I'm messing around on a computer or doing whatever. But I don't know. Yeah, Brett. Man, dude, if you look at the breakdown now of the fees, it looks like you're looking at your cell phone bill with all the weird fees that they have on there that makes no sense of what you're paying extra for. That's what a damn ordering shit through like Element or whoever the hell you're ordering. It's all these little fees that make no damn sense.
Have you never bought from? I'm not going to say the website just because of YouTube, but the one lady that's carries Phil's line
Oh,
that
down in,
doesn't charge tax or shipping.
I haven't looked to see if that was on there.
I'm pretty sure it's on there. That's that's like the cheapest.
I'd have to
Well,
look and see.
aside from like getting discounts and stuff from whatever, but the no tax and the no shipping cost is like really nice. That's where I was buying a lot of my juice when I was
Yeah.
before I did the big buy from Five Ponds.
Rifleman says LA County is holding Element hostage. They only keep from being shut down by paying extortion, cost passed on to you. I mean, I get it. It sucks. But even knowing that, I still don't want to pay it.
Checks in the mail, Ruben.
Yep, we got your check coming there, Ruben. I don't know, dude. I guess because it's like anything else. When you've been around long enough and you've been involved with certain things and you're used to paying something, when a price goes up too drastic, you don't want to do it. You look
Hmm.
for every angle you can to not have to do certain things, especially when it doesn't seem like I said, dude. All those fees, it's stupid to me
It is very stupid.
because I'm paying right off the top, I'm paying for a fee that doesn't even exist. This signature shit that doesn't even have to be signed anymore, that's dropped in your mailbox. Nobody's signing shit.
Like, where does that money go? I wonder. That fee, who gets that fee? Because that does the post office get that? Because they're not. Yeah, they're right. They're not signing shit. I wonder how that works.
Hold
That's
on.
real.
Joe just said Pro Vape Lava Flow 12 milligram, $14, $5 shipping. Uh, okay. Well, I'll have to look into that.
I don't have the patience for
Oh,
DIY.
shit.
I wish I did, but I don't.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't have. I've got the time to do it, but I don't have the time in my head to do it. I'm not a patient person with a lot of things, and I know people are going to go, there ain't shit to it. I don't. Two, yeah, that just ain't me. Maybe if I would have got involved with that when we've got involved with everything from the
Exactly.
beginning, I
Yep.
might be more, but I don't even have that in me like, ooh, I want to do that because I really don't.
Yeah. Even in the beginning, when I had shit and tried to do it, I just wasn't into it. I just for some reason I just couldn't get into it. It's kind of like building coils. Like you're either into it or you're not into it. I think that's how DIY is the same way.
Kid Bass said he learned to DIY from you.
And you're still alive.
I know, I know Fresh and them still do it. I mean, I know there's tons of people that still do it, but Fresh, hell, they're still doing a show on doing the stuff. But it's just never been I guess you'd have to have a little interest in it. I know it saves you some money and I know you can handle your own shit, but even knowing that, it still doesn't spark an interest with me of wanting to buy whatever it is I need to buy and start mixing my own shit and doing my own thing. So,
Yeah, I don't know why I never got into it. I can never get into it.
yeah.
Still got the renegades that are using big three shippers.
All right. I'm sitting here thinking, damn, Mark's shit's about to be getting cold and,
Oh, I don't care.
we've gone too
My food's
late.
always cold.
We've given y'all way too much tonight. Y'all are going to be like pissed when I can't bring you anything next week. But anyway, we are going to cut off here. So, oh, he just said STU's code honey 10%. All right. Well, I'll check into that right there. I've never heard of them. Not to say that that doesn't mean shit, because there's a lot of places I've never heard of because I don't go hunting shit down really. So, but Mark with his heater warming the juice. Yep.
I did all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yep. But all right, folks, y'all have a good one. We will catch y'all next Tuesday. I don't know if Mike's done with this or not. Mike might just be so pissed that he might be done. It might be just me and Mark to see who's going to last between us two. We said it years ago, last man standing, and this could be it. This could be, and I can tell you what, if it comes down to me and Mark will beat me by a long shot, because Mark ain't never going to quit this shit right here. So
I seen Mike smoking a cigarette last week. Just saying, you're out there.
hell yeah. Y'all guys and gals, have a good one. We'll catch y'all next Tuesday, I believe, and all that good shit. And yeah, I don't have anything else to say, so smooth outro. Let me see if I get the right one, because I got multiple things going here. There it is. Y'all have a good one, folks.
I don't know.
Dun, 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 dun.